bags for Halloween using the Happy Hauntings cartridge and my Imagine. So what I've done is I've put it all on my Gypsy. Again, you don't need to do this, it's just something because I like to design on my Gypsy, but you can perfectly easily do this project going straight onto the Imagine. So I'm going to be using several images because I've got several bags that I'm going to make, and I'm going to use some of the sentiments as well. So I've got my witch here, which is on page 34, and I'm going to be doing, there's some great images in this cartridge. I've got my bat, I'm going to be using that one, and actually I'm going to be using that gorgeous witch's hat. I've got a pumpkin, I think it's this one, and oh no, I don't know now which one it is, I can't remember. And then I'm also using the spider's web, which is on the last page, which is part of one of the 3D projects, but I'm actually going to be using that as it is there. And then I'm going to be using some of the sentiments as well, such as Happy Hauntings, Trick or Treat, etc, etc. Okay, so I've popped all of this on my Gypsy, so let's just have a quick look at that. The images I've coloured just using either the standard colours that are included on the Imagine or colours that I've mixed using the colour wheel. I think on a couple of pieces I've used the berries and cream cartridge, but again, you know, you don't need to do that. You could just use any that you've got available or just use them in the plain colours. I think for this myself I felt that the plain colours would be better. So we've got lots of images, as you can see, the cauldron, the witch's hat, and some of these are sentiments, which you can obviously, looks a bit blurry on there. And then we've got a pumpkin, lovely spider's web, and then the final page is just our last sentiment. Okay, so now we just need to start cutting and printing, or printing and cutting. Okay, so let's get over to the Imagine. Okay, so let's press next, and then it's asking me to follow the instructions on the screen. Press go, keep your pressure, and then off it goes. And then we'll allow that to print and cut. Now we've got 6 pages, so I'll come back to you when that's all finished. So here are all my pieces cut out, and I've stuck them all together, and as you can see, it's some fabulous collection of stuff. I'm really pleased with it. And we've got all these different elements. You can see on this one that this is the one that I used the pattern on, and just really lovely. I love the way that it's come out and the detail on it. I mean, look at this, isn't that fabulous? And you've got your little bat. There is actually another layer to the bat, but I actually made it massive by mistake, so I forgot to adjust the size. So, and then we've got my pumpkin. So we've got lots and lots of bits and pieces here. I love this spider's web, really nice. I thought it'd be fun to do it in a colour. And this Trick or Treat, the way I did this was I cut the base layer, the shadow layer, in the purple, then I cut 2 of the Trick or Treat because it comes as one whole thing, and then I just snipped the orange part, I just snipped the other part off, and then I stuck it together like that. Okay, so now what we need to do is start putting them on my bags. Now I've got these bags which I actually thought were 8 by 10, but they're actually 7 by 9, but that's fine, these should all fit. So now what I've done is I've done it to be able to do 2 sides. So I'm going to put my bits and pieces to one side, and then let's start putting this together. Here we are at my bag, and we've got my first elements, which is my little witch, the cackle and the bat. Now the way I'm going to be sticking these down is I've got a box that I use for spray adhesive, so I'm just going to turn this over and I'm going to spray the adhesive on the back of this, and I'm using Crafter's Companion Stick and Stay, and I find that works really well for some of these little itty bitty bits. You don't have to worry about making sure you get everything, because it just sprays onto everything. Just make sure you're in a well ventilated area though, because it does make quite a pong, but it is a very good glue. Okay, so we're going to pop that in position, and I think just about there. And as you can see, it just means that all these little pieces just go straight down, which is so much easier. And then we're going to put my cackle down here, and then my little bat is going to go up in the corner following my little witch, like so. Okay, then on the back of this, just at the top, these are what these 4 greetings are for. So I've got 2 Happy Halloweens, a Trick or Treat, and a Happy Haunting. So I think for my witch we're going to do a Happy Halloween, but let's have a look. Yeah. So let's pop that in the box. And that's just so that we've got a little bit something on the back as well. So that's that first one, and as you see, once you've cut them out and put them together, it's really, really easy and quick to do. Let's just come back a bit so you can see it. So that's number 1. Okay, so let's do the next one. Next one we're going to do is this lovely cauldron. Really, really like that. And we've got my witch's brew and my Happy Halloween for the back. Oh, make sure you turn it up the right way. And then when you spray it, just give it like a couple of seconds just to let the propellant disappear, because otherwise it doesn't stay stuck. So let's think, I'm going to put that down at the bottom of my bag, like so. And I'm going to get my witch's brew. I'll put that over to the side, I think, like so. And then turn it over, and the same again as the other one, just popping our Happy Halloween on the back. And you can see it's just really nice and simple to do. And if you've got your Xyron machines, you could pop them through there, but sometimes with the Xyron you get with some of these little pieces, you'd get kind of the glues showing through, particularly with some of these letters which are quite thin. Okay, so now our next one. Okay, so for this one we've got our lovely pumpkin, and I've got my Trick or Treat, and on this one I'm not going to put anything on the back, we're going to leave it plain. So we'll just again grab our spray box. Just keep changing the paper underneath, because what you don't want is the pieces that you're putting in, the new pieces, to start sticking, because obviously as you're gluing, you're getting glue on that piece of paper. So just make sure you keep changing it around as well. There, I think. Whoops. And because I was a bit sticky fingered, so I'm just going to use my zig and stick that back down, like so. There we go. And then we'll grab our Trick or Treat, pop that on the bottom. There we go. And then our last one, we've got our witch's hat and our spider's web, and I thought that that would be quite fun to have that like so. And we've got bewitching, because she looks very bewitching in her witchy hat. So let's turn that around, I think, something like that. Anyway, let's spray this all up and then we'll work out where we're going to put it exactly. I'm just And this one we've got a happy haunting, and that was done using the berries to colour it, the berries Imagine cartridge. Okay, so let's pop our spider's web down. I'm getting sticky fingers now. There we go. And then grab our little hat, and I want my spider to be on a little jaunty angle, I think, like so. And then we're going to take my bewitching down. And the other thing is that with this you do have just a little bit of time, even though it's permanent adhesive, you do have just that little bit of movement time, so I'm just going to put that over there. And actually I don't think I like it on here at all. Decisions. I quite like it on the front actually, so let's just go for it. There we go. So that's our last one. So as you can see, relatively easily we've produced 4 really fun gift bags or trick-or-treat bags for Halloween. Okay, so I really hope you've enjoyed watching this with me, and please leave comments and subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!